Well, hello, beautiful people. How we doing today? We are back at it once again. So excited. We are into the book, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. And this is into chapter 4, or it's chapter 5, I think it is. Well into it, but this is part 27. And just so excited to keep going in. Um, I hope you guys have been doing the challenges and the lessons, because I even just for me the last couple of days, really starting to just check in with my thoughts, right? And just getting into the feeling place. Some great tips that I wanted to share with you guys. That I find is very helpful also too is, definitely you want to do it right before you go to bed. Even if you're having a bad day, just flip it out, switch it, and do it, right before you go to bed, into that feeling place of already having what it is that you want. And then the other thing is, in the shower, because that's time where you're in these busy days, as we continue to get rid of instant gratification. We find moments where we do have these lapses of time where we're dedicated to just focusing on us. And when you can do that in between, trying to find times during the day, because I know it's kind of challenging for a lot of people, you can make all the difference in the world. So hope you guys are doing that. Hope comment down below if something, you guys are already starting to see shifts and things like that, because I know that I am, and I'm just really excited to keep this going. So let's go ahead and continue with the awesome stuff, tricks to switching focus. So how to keep that focus. So I already gave you a couple of them, and let's just keep listening to more here. Here we go.
Tricks to switching focus. As a kid, did you ever jump off a high dive? Do you remember that very first time you climbed up and up and up? Each step seemed to take you farther away from safety. But even though you were scared, you kept on going.
Mhm.
Finally, came the top of the ladder. You walked tentatively out to the end of the board. Your heart pounded so hard, you could barely hear the kids below shouting you on. The water seemed 5 miles away. You didn't really want to do this thing, while at the same time, you did. Something in you knew this was epic, the greatest moment you would ever know, that if you did this, you would never be the same. You jumped.
Mm.
What a rush! You made it. And indeed, your life had changed forever. The toughest part of ungluing ourselves from the high dive habit of an ongoing problem, for that's all problems are, our habits, is forcing ourselves to release our preoccupation with it. Like so. You don't have to change it, you just have to stop focusing on it. Is it tough? Yes. Can it be done? You bet. But you have to start someplace. And that someplace is a decision that somehow you're going to change your focus. Then comes actually doing it, changing your focus to something more pleasant so you can change your energy. It is impossible to solve a problem in the same frequency in which it was created. So you make a decision that for as long as it's with you, that problem will no longer be the focal point of your life.
Mm.
Like having a cut on your finger. You know it's there, and yes, it hurts when you think about it, but you don't allow it to govern your everyday living. You believe it will heal and go away, and so it does. Just remember, the most important part to changing an unwanted condition is simply you don't have to change it. You just have to stop thinking about it. All it takes is that willingness to jump.
Hmm.
Trick number one, switch focus now. The moment you recognize you're focusing on the condition with your worry motor running, or ticked off motor, or blame motor, etc., find something else, anything else, to think about that will get you feeling even a tiny bit better than you do at present. And find it right now. Switch your thoughts to your mate, if you've got a great relationship, your home, a song, your doggy, your new sweatshirt, a chocolate sundae, making love, your upcoming vacation, your last vacation, a special restaurant, your youngster asleep, anything. Make yourself do this, staying there until you can feel your mood begin to change, which means your energy has changed, no matter how slight. Once you make the feeling switch, then start talking out loud about what it is you want. That's want, not don't want, in place of your unwanted condition. By doing that, your focus is now off the condition. Your intent motor is running in its place, and you've gotten your valve open enough to begin the turnaround. And for heaven's sake, never mind that your replacement want may seem impossible. Just get into it and forget the how-tos. If you can't get into your want, intent, feeling mode, never mind. Just stay in the feeling of some pleasant new focus for as long as you can. The longer and more often you can stay in that higher frequency, the quicker your unwanted condition will begin to dissipate. Conversely, the more you retain your focus on whatever has been bothering you, the longer it will stay around. Trick number 2, tender talk it out. Now, when you just can't seem to get your focus off the condition, start some soothing talking to yourself out loud, much like a loving mom or dad might comfort a little one. Tell yourself all the comforting things a youngster would want to hear. That it's going to be okay, that things are in the process of changing, that you've always been safe and always will be, that you have nothing to fear. Keep talking warmly for as long as it takes you to feel that subtle little switch happen, and you can feel your resistance to the higher energies backing down. You are relaxing into well-being. Your resistance to that life-giving source energy is lessening, and you're quieting down. Stay there as long as you can, with your focus off the disturbing condition. Trick number 3, tough talk it out. Now, this is tough love kind of talk, out loud to yourself, one-on-one. But here's the trick. You need to get tough, not down on yourself. Don't you ever, ever, ever get down on yourself when you find you're focusing on an unwanted condition. What you're after here is stern horse sense reasoning, where you firmly point out to yourself what will transpire if you continue to focus on and stew over the condition. Then you tell yourself, quite matter-of-factly, what will happen when you remove your focus and change your vibration. Now look, Charlie, you got yourself into this mess, and you are going to find a way to get yourself out. But if you're going to stay in this mood and stew about it all day long, you know the situation is going to get worse. So get off your pity pot and find some dumb thing to feel good about. Hell yes, I know you don't feel like feeling good right now, but who cares if you believe it or not? Fake it until you feel the switch in feeling take place, that subtle shift in your energy.
Mm.
This is an approach of hard logic. While I use it regularly, and it always makes me feel better, I find I usually have to jump from this back into one of the other tricks to get more of that quieted down, feel-good motor running full steam. But that's just me. Whatever it takes for you, go for it. Trick number 4, do something fun now. Get physical. Go for a walk, polish your car, brush your cat, buy a new suit, bake a cake, play poker, trim your flowers, go to a movie. Whatever turns you on that will take your stuck focus off the condition and soften your resistance to flowing that higher energy. Once you feel the shift happen, start talking out loud, gently at first, about what you want in place of the unwanted condition. With any of these tricks, keep in mind that old expression, fake it till you make it. You switch focus, you talk warmly, you talk tough, you go for fun, you pretend. But the point is, you do it the moment you realize your attention is on the unwanted condition, and you stay there until you feel your feelings flip over. They will.
All right.
Conditions.
Let's get back here. Ooh, 11:11. It's funny because there's a couple times that I've done this and I stop right at 11:11. Um, but anyways, yeah, angels are watching. So hope you guys really enjoyed that. Some great tips. Definitely, if you guys want, would recommend going back. I know that I am, because these are the three great tips that you could use to change your feeling state. And I think earlier in the videos, I know earlier in the videos I was talking about, um, you know, building up your awareness, and you got to be aware before you can make those changes. And so now we're into what to do when these things start to come up, and it's probably happening for you guys a lot more now than it was before, because you're raising your level of awareness, but now you know what to do when it starts to come up. So comment down below if you guys are noticing these things starting to happen, where you are starting to raise your awareness. It seems like it's happening more. That is a good thing. Don't let that fool you, because distractions and difficulty, obstacles, challenges, all these things are going to come up. It is all part of this process as we move through this, because in order for something to change, you have to be aware of it. So understand it is a good thing if any of you guys are concerned with that. So hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's come back here again tomorrow. And until next time, you guys make it a great day. Take care.